If you're applying for the diversity visa or DV lottery, understanding the education and work experience requirements is crucial to ensuring your application is successful. In this guide, I'll explain these requirements, give you accurate details about how the US government uses O*Net Online to assess qualifying work experience, and offer practical tips for strengthening your application. Main requirements. To qualify for the DV lottery, each applicant must meet one of the following requirements. 1. At least a high school education or its equivalent. This means completing a 12-year course of elementary and secondary education. Or 2 years of work experience within the last 5 years in an occupation that requires at least 2 years of training or experience to perform. The US Department of State evaluates work experience using the O*Net online system, which categorizes jobs based on required skills and training. Let's dive into the details of each requirement. The education requirement. To meet the education requirement, you need to have completed at least a high school diploma or its equivalent. Here's what that means. In the US, this refers to completing 12 years of formal education from grade 1 to grade 12. In other countries, this is often referred to as completing secondary education. In some educational systems, this could be completing up to Senior 6 or S6 or achieving a national certificate awarded after secondary school graduation. This is what's considered equivalent to the US high school diploma. Please note that if you stop at a low grade or S4 and then branched into a vocational institute, you are not considered to have completed your high school diploma or secondary school education. That's vocational training, so you will have to use work experience instead of formal education. If your education system differs, make sure that the highest certificate you obtained is equivalent to completing 12 years of schooling. The work experience requirement. If you do not meet the education requirement, you can qualify through your work experience. However, not just any job will do. The job must require at least 2 years of training or experience within the last 5 years. This is where O*Net Online comes in. It's a tool used by the US government to evaluate whether a job qualifies for the DV program. How O*Net Online works? O*Net Online divides occupations into job zones based on the preparation needed to perform the job. It also assigns each job an SVP or specific vocational preparation score, which indicates how long it takes to train for that job. To qualify for the DV lottery, the job must be in Job Zone 4 or Job Zone 5 and have an SVP range of 7.0 or higher. Job zones and SVP ranges. Here's a breakdown of job zones and their SVP points. Job Zone 1, little or no preparation needed. SVP range 1.0 to less than 4.0. Jobs like dishwashers, cashiers or janitors fall here and do not qualify for the DV program. Job Zone 2, some preparation needed. SVP range 4.0 to less than 6.0. Examples include retail workers, drivers and security guards. These do not qualify. Job Zone 3, medium preparation needed. SVP range 6.0 to less than 7.0. This zone includes jobs like medical assistants, welders or customer service supervisors. These jobs don't qualify too. Job Zone 4. Considerable preparation needed. SVP range 7.0 to less than 8.0. Jobs here require long-term on-the-job training or a bachelor's degree. Examples include electricians, nurses and computer programmers, logisticians, human resource managers, social and human service assistants, family, children and school social workers, community health workers, rehabilitation counsellors, etc. These job experiences qualify for the DV program. Job Zone 5. Extensive preparation needed. SVP range 8.0 and above. Jobs like substance abuse and behavioural disorder counsellors, mental health and substance abuse social workers, mental health counsellors, marriage and family therapists, etc. These job experiences qualify for the DV program. Examples of qualifying jobs. Electricians in Job Zone 4 with an SVP range of 7 to 8 require formal training and years of apprenticeship. Registered nurses, also in Job Zone 4 with an SVP range of 7 to 8, need a nursing degree and clinical training. Computer programmers in Job Zone 4 with an SVP range of 7 to 8 require formal education in programming or computer science. Examples of non-qualifying jobs: plumbers in Job Zone 3 with an SVP range of 6 to 7, though skilled, don't meet the SVP threshold. Carpenters, also in Job Zone 3 with an SVP range of 6 to 7, require significant training but still do not meet the SVP threshold. Fast food workers in Job Zone 1 with an SVP range of 1 to 2 require minimal training. Cashiers in Job Zone 1 with an SVP range of 2 to 4 require only basic on-the-job training. Taxi drivers in Job Zone 2 with an SVP range of 4 to 6 require short-term training and a driver's license. Security guards, also in Job Zone 2 with an SVP range of 4 to 6, involve only some basic training. How to strengthen your work experience. Before applying for the DV lottery, you should 1. Identify a qualifying job experience. Use O*Net online to research your job title and verify its job zone and SVP range. This will tell you if your work experience qualifies for the DV lottery. Look for a qualifying job experience on O*Net online that is close to yours. Then familiarize yourself with it and read around it, responsibilities, challenges, and how to solve those challenges. This will enable you to be able to defend yourself at the interviews. So by this trick, I advise everyone who doesn't have a high school diploma to figure out which qualifying job experience they can defend in case they win, and then fill the lottery application. You don't have to give up so easily on your dreams. 2. Get a strong recommendation letter. If you win the DV lottery, your work experience will be verified when you complete the DS-260 form after you win. At this stage, it's helpful to have a recommendation letter from a reputable company or employer in your field. Here's a practical tip. If you don't already have this, consider approaching a human resource manager in a company in your industry and ask them to write you a good recommendation. You might even have to pay for the recommendation if necessary. It could help strengthen your case during the visa interview. 3. Qualifying by work experience is challenging, but if you prepare early and are smart enough, you can pass the interviews. Remember, in the application, there is no space for filling work experience, so this means in the lottery application you will just fill in the high school diploma, and then if you win the lottery, you'll provide your work experience details later in the DS-260 form. This is why it's crucial to ensure your work experience meets the requirements before you even apply. Final thoughts. To successfully apply for the DV lottery, you must meet either the high school education requirement or have 2 years of qualifying work experience. This means at the time of applying, you should already have that experience 2 to 5 years back. Please understand this trick. Take the time to carefully check if your job qualifies using O*Net online. Don't rush through the application process. Making sure you meet these standards now can save you from disappointment later. Also, don't forget, if you win, your work experience will be reviewed carefully. Having a strong recommendation from an established company in your field can go a long way in securing your visa approval. Good luck with your application, and be sure to get everything right the first time.